Yo, 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 fair use, fair use, fair use. YouTube, what's good? What's going on with you? So, first off, what's going on with you, man? Hope everybody doing good. Saturday night and all that good shit. So, first, I want to start out. I want to give a couple shout outs, man, to a couple people. Oh, fucking tired, dog. But I want to knock this stream out. What we doing here? Let me see. Where we going? Shout out to the regulars. Shout out to the regulars, man. Black Marvel 25, of course. Shout out to Boss Style Cigars. You know what I mean? Thanks for popping in. You know what I mean? Who else? Who else? Texas Forever. Who else we shouting out? Lil Q4195. Texas Forever again. Black Marble 25 again. Good to see you guys. You guys are like some of my regulars, man. Boss Style Cigar again. All right, so we're gonna jump into the stream. Also, shout out to Eze over there. He's doing this thing. We're gonna actually review the video that he was doing from that podcast, Eight at the Table. They got great content over there. If you don't know, right? But there's a woman on there who said something that I want us to take a dive into. As you see the title, man, and the title of the stream, "Don't Let a Woman Tell You What a Man Is." Right? They don't know what a man is. That goes for every man, but for my black brothers, especially my black brothers, don't let a woman tell you what the hell a man is, because they'll only describe a fucking slave. Shout out to Angryman, that's his quote. But along with his quote, I'm gonna add my shit. Right? I'm gonna add to his quote or to his reasoning, because as we know, if you watch my show, my videos, I always talk about all the rights that black women have. We basically know where they got them from, right? Where'd they get their rights from? They got them from black men. Why? How'd they get their rights from black men? Well, black men were the ones dying for their fucking rights. Forward to the purple between 1865 and 1965. That little 100 years, around 5,000 black lynching victims. Between 120 and 200 were black women, right? They equaled about 3 to possibly 4% of all victims. 3 to 4% of all victims. Okay? So, how'd they get their rights? They could just said, oh, you know what, man? Just woke up one morning and say, yo, man, we gonna just give niggas their rights. That ain't how it works, right? Today's woman does not know what a man is. They haven't known what a man is since the fucking 40s or 50s, dog. They ain't know. Once them 60s hit, because right after motherfuckers was getting lynched, Jim Crow, segregation, fucking slavery, all that shit. Right after that, right? Uh, the fucking what's that shit called? Affirmative action and all that shit. In the 60s, what happened? Niggas was dying for the rights. Black men were dying for the rights. And what do? They gave women food, money, and shelter, right? And they gave fucking niggas the streets. So y'all got your rights off of our blood, sweat. If you really want to get funky with it, only thing I could think of y'all for was the fucking not sitting down on the fucking bus, right? Or not giving up your seat on the fucking bus, or sneaking niggas through the Underground Railroad. Just keeping it real, right? And after all of that fucking fighting and dying and all that bullshit, y'all get the fucking benefit. And then y'all turn around and look at us like we ain't shit. Reason y'all can fucking vote today or do any of that shit is because of us, right? But we're gonna move on. Just jump into this video. All right, we gonna move into Eze. So Eze did a show with 8 at the Table, where you got this lady right here, and let's see what she got to say.
To our good brother Marquise for sending to this clip. Let's get to it. Hello, welcome to Reactions and Reviews. I'm your humble host, Eze. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show.
That's a hard pill for a real man to swallow.
I don't, no offense.
None taken.
It's not a hard pill for any real man to swallow, because a real man doesn't lose his value but based on the dollar. And I think that, when a man
She don't agree with you, bro.
is gonna stand in his essence with or without, if he's a man at his core. Now, when they say don't let the money make you, a lot of men let the money make his manhood. And when that money makes his manhood and he loses the money for whatever reason, it takes a shot at his
So let me
manhood.
ask you a question. Outside of protecting and providing, what makes a man a man?
That right there. Outside of protecting and providing, what makes a man a man? She doesn't know. She don't know. The only thing she knew is that her man got to make some bread, right? It's the only thing she know. All right. So I want to show you something back in the day. For you to be a man, what did you have to do? I'm not talking about. What I'm speaking about is before motherfuckers was really using money. What were they doing? They were hunting, right? Going out there killing a goddamn water buffalo or whatever the fuck it was, a damn gazelle, whatever it was. They would go hunt, bring that shit back, feed the family, feed the tribe, right? Whatever weapons they had, spears, sticks, whatever the fuck they had, that's what they used to protect themselves and their families, right? Okay. So now we fast forward to today. Hunting ain't working. Using a spear or a fucking makeshift knife, that ain't working, right? Even if you go back to the 40s, 50s, or 60s, even the 70s, motherfuckers wasn't paying for a chick to get her hair done, fucking buying washing machine. Back in the day, there was no motherfucking washing machine. There was no damn air fryers. There was no fucking what's that shit? Microwaves, none of that shit, man. Right? But men were still men. They didn't have to pay for all of that shit. So for her to say, if you weren't providing money, basically money, you're not a man. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. So let me show you, run down what I got right here for you. All right. What makes a man a man? About these 5 things, simple 5 things, quick, simple rundown. Problem solver, resilience, courage, think for himself, self esteem. Problem solver, you're able to think clearly when life starts lifing, right? Like shit start happening, bro. Are you gonna sit there and start crying over some shit, or you gonna find ways to fix the problem, right? Finds ways and or resources to solve it. Any problem can be solved except death. No matter what you're going through, bro, any problem can be solved except death, right? So a man is a problem solver. This includes responsibilities, right? Let's say your first responsibility is your basics. You need your shelter, you need your transportation, you need your food, right? You gotta solve that problem. You gotta develop a skill. You gotta go what you go to school, go to a trade school, go to college. You know what I'm saying? And don't go to college for none of this bum shit that these motherfuckers be going for. Go for something that's gonna make some fucking money for you. Right? This is today. But a man is a problem solver. So and this includes responsibilities too. If you have a child now you got a bigger responsibility. That's why I say 18 to 28, don't make no kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out there getting girlfriends, trying to be somebody's fucking husband, trying to be somebody's man and all that shit. Because when it's time to do man shit, you ain't gonna be able to do it, and it's gonna make you upset, and it's gonna make you look bad, and you gonna have a bunch of motherfuckers talking about you ain't a man. So 18 to 28, them 10 years, you concentrate on your damn self. All right, you can still get laid and all that shit. You can get laid, but when it comes down to it, if she asking you for a commitment and all such, nah, you because all that shit is going to do is be a distraction for you. How is a commitment a distraction for you? Well, commitment comes with uh, commitment comes with you. Now you have to have yourself drug into whatever bullshit she get caught up in, and women get caught up in a lot of bullshit, y'all. So now you got to fucking help her. You know what I'm saying? You got to provide for her. You got to take it. All that shit. You spend between 12 and 18 grand on a fucking woman a year, dog. And that's the fucking light side. For what? You get no return. A chick will rock with you 2 to 3 years. You don't wasted like 36 to damn near 60 grand on what? So so that's one of my advice about that, right? The second one is resilience, able to accept failure and adjust. You know what I'm saying? He could take a setback and still possess the fight and drive to get back. This is very important. This is what makes a man. Being able to accept the failure, right? Maybe it was a failure, or maybe it was a setback. Maybe you didn't get that promotion. Maybe you didn't get that job. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you went through a fucking divorce. You know, anything. Either you're just gonna fucking lay there and what I'm saying, wallow in your own fucking guilt or whatever, bro, or you gonna figure out a way to like get back. You know what I mean? A man also has courage, right? So this means that he stands up for what he believes in. You stand up for what you believe in. That's what a man does. Man does what he wants. He don't do what somebody else thinks he should do. He don't do what what I'm saying, society thinks he should do. He does what he wants to do, right? And you got to have the courage to do that, because no matter what, you're gonna be ridiculed. Somebody gonna have something smart to say, all that type of shit any fucking way. So just do what the fuck you wanna do. You know what I'm saying? Just have some type of morals with it, right? Courage also means that, you don't fold. You know what I'm saying? The words they use today: solid, sturdy. You know what I mean? This includes defending yourself and others under your protection. A man also thinks for himself. You're not persuaded by women, what we just spoke about, because a woman will say you ain't a man because you ain't doing something. Every time a woman says, something about a real man or what a man does, it's always attached to something that she wants you to do for her. You ever notice that? Yeah. So you got to be able to think for yourself. A real man thinks for himself. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna let himself be used by anyone who got their own type of agenda behind the shit. You know what I'm saying? And this could be getting tricked out of your fucking resources. This could be getting tricked out of your money. You know what I'm saying? This could be a chick using you like a lot of these artists, a lot of these athletes. You know what I'm saying? These chicks trick them into sharing their damn clout. They don't even fucking like these niggas. They just get with them so that they could be seen on fucking Instagram or like whatever, take pictures with them, and then they want to start blowing up, you know, they fucking weave collection or some fucking some fucking clothing brand, or or they selling fucking they'll buy a bunch of earrings and shit off of Alibaba, and then go try to sell that shit on a fucking website that they made by GoDaddy or some shit like that. Don't let a chick use you. You know what I'm saying? And the last one, self-esteem. Man got self-esteem. You're confident in your abilities, what you can do, your fucking know-how. You know what I'm saying? You're confident in your morals and you know your worth. Knowing your worth is the key to being a man. Because every man, to me, a man is worth more than a woman. To me, women, you know what I'm saying? In my experience, they only been good for one thing. They only been good for sex, dog. If you think about it, if let's let's do a Thanos snap, right? Now, a woman, if you didn't need to have sex with a woman, right? Would you do you think niggas would be like spending bread the way they do on them, or any shit like that? Do you think they be? Do you take your homeboys out on $300 dates and shit? Do you buy your homeboys fucking, let's say, $400 wallets and shit like that? Nah, that's your homeboy. You ain't fucking a dude, so why would you do it? Same thing with a chick. If the only thing they got to give you is sex, that means you still paying for it. What is their worth? They like they'll say shit like behind every good man is a better woman, or behind every good man is a good woman. Behind the downfall of every good man is a woman. It's facts, right? So this is what makes a man: being a problem solver, being resilient, courage, being able to think for yourself, not letting other motherfuckers think for you, and self-esteem. You don't let no woman tell you what the fuck what a man is, right? Now we're gonna take a trip back real quick. So I used essay to give an introduction of what the video was about, right? And I don't like to just, you know, use a person's whole fucking video, shit like that. Like I feel weird doing that. So I like to go and find the actual original content and do my commentary off of that. So I went and pulled it up, right? And we're gonna hear that part again.
A man is gonna stand in his essence with or without, if he's a man at his core. Now, when they say don't let the money make you, a lot of men let the money make his manhood. And when that money makes his manhood and he loses the money for whatever reason, it takes a shot at his
So let me ask you a question. Outside of protecting and providing, what makes a man a man?
Well, the ability to provide, I mean, technically, if we're talking about provide.
That shit really hits me every fucking time she says that. Like, well, what good are you if you can't if you if you don't have money? What good are you? That's what they think about you, dog. That's what they think about you. What good are you if you don't have any money? You can't take me anywhere. You can't buy me anything. You can't do nothing. I have to sit here and look at you. That's what they think. Is that what you want? It could be what you want because there's some dudes who don't care. There's some dudes who don't care. They don't care that a woman only want them for their money. And there's a lot of men that do. You don't want to be just looked at as that because you're more than that. You know what I'm saying? And money don't keep no chick. It'll keep her longer than it'll keep her longer than it would a broke dude. You feel me? She'll stay longer with you because you got money than she would with a broke dude, right? But if you look at what we always go to right here, Wiki, check this out. So let me show you the catch 22, right? You go here, this funny looking motherfucker here, most expensive divorce, right? This nigga gave her $76 billion. He couldn't keep his bitch, right? He couldn't keep his bitch. She got 1.7 from the nigga. What does she look like? No picture. Let's see. Anybody on here that we know? Tiger Woods. He couldn't keep his bitch. Mm, This nigga could provide anything she wanted, right? The broad got the best motherfucking water, the best wine, the best fucking food, best fucking steak, bitch get wagyu steak, whatever, the best vacation trips, everything. But he still couldn't keep her, right? He's a fucking excellent provider and protector, right? I mean, if you could hire security, maids and butlers, and you know what I'm saying, you could fly private on a jet. That's the best protection in the world, right? But he couldn't keep her. So don't let them tell you that bullshit. Because what happens is this: they'll once they see that they could maintain the lifestyle that they have without you, it's a wrap. Once they got you locked in, right? Marriage or kid, you locked in. Once you locked in, dog, it's over. Once they can see, you know what, man, I've been with him X amount of years. He got X amount of dollars. I don't really need him for shit. You know, I'm sick of this nigga asking me to do this or do that. I'm out, right? And they'll wait patiently. Like my man right here. This is the cat, the co-owner of BET, right? Co-founder of BET, right? He got an old girl right here, Sheila Johnson. When he sold BET to Viacom, and he got, I think it was $1.3 billion. After the taxes and all that, he had whatever was left. She divorced his ass. She got 400 million, and then she went and married the judge that divorced her. Facts. She went and married the judge that divorced her with 400 million of this nigga's money. All these people. MJ couldn't keep his bitch. How you can't keep a bitch and you Jordan, nigga? Motherfuckers still wanna. Everybody wears your sneakers. A pair of Jordan, a pair of this nigga sneakers is in everybody's fucking closet, dog. You see Jordans on homeless niggas' feet. You couldn't keep a bitch. Looked like when she saw she could be fine without him, Juanita, she got 168 mil. So a man is not defined by a woman, right? A lot of these dudes think, oh, I got this money, I gotta get a woman. Rent one. You're fucking renting one anyway. Rent one. Rent the finest one you could find. When I say rent, I mean don't marry their ass. Rent them. You know what I'm saying? When they get tired of sticking, they're gonna leave when they get tired of sticking around anyway, right? So you rent one. You don't marry one. You rent one. And when her ass get tired of sticking around, she could fucking leave with whatever the fuck she came with. Now there was something else that I wanted to show you. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, this is what I want to show you right now. Okay. Now we got some chicks up here, right? Uh, yeah, I gotta basically go into this because I started talking about it. I don't want to be dubbing back on this. So we got this young lady here. This young lady thinks that marriage is in her future or the future of other young black ladies, right? So let's see what she's talking about.
Our community the only one that sees marriage and starting a family as a burden. According to the US Census Bureau, Black Americans have the lowest marriage rate of any racial group in the country. We teach our sons not to settle down. We teach them to wait till their 40s and really to just emotionally and physically exploit women.
Their diet is on the lower income spectrum is massively ultra processed, right?
Listen, I don't know where that came from, but nobody teaches their kid to get married at 40. Get married when you're financially fit. I mean, domestic partnership when you're financially fit, right? Don't go out there getting married just because you got your first job and shit and you think she gonna be beat down. I'm telling you, she's not, bro. I'm telling you, they don't make them like that no more. That was your great grandmother, nigga. That was your great grandmother. If you right now you 18 to fucking 28 right now, them chicks, the women 30 and down, nigga, they ain't with it. Her, she sounds like she wants to get married. No disrespect, no shade to this young lady. I don't just attack people just off the rip like that. But marriage is not. It's not going to be in her future or anybody else's future. First of all, only 1 out of 4 get married anyway, right? But the whole marriage shit is a trap. There's no benefit for men, and men realize that shit now. Once you marry a woman or once you have a baby by a woman, she ties you to the government, right? She does that by way of once she gets up and leaves, she gets paid, and and you don't, right? They were just crying in Florida because they canceled what that shit called lifetime alimony. Lifetime alimony? So I gotta pay this bitch for the rest of her life? Nah, we ain't doing that. Who wants to do that? These dudes who still out there getting married, I look forward to making a content on motherfuckers getting cashed out. You out there, you out there thinking you going, look at this shit. These dudes right here, these dudes right here make a lot of money, right? Yeah. All right. We gonna go, we up here in New York. So if you look here, you see MTA, train operator niggas, right? See these dudes. Yeah. Where the city workers at? City workers, right? Correction officers, NYPD, MTA, fucking Port Authority, even UPS, sanitation, even UPS, they got that contract. You know what I'm saying? 6 figures full time. You know what I mean? These cats, these cats right here. Do you know what'll happen if they marry somebody? You making 230 grand, making 200 grand, $190, $180, all these niggas making money. This nigga here, Daniel Ridley, MTA, $165, right? So you dudes that's making this shit right here, train operator, $41 an hour, overtime. We made $165. You know how much money they gonna kill you with? You marry these broads, or if you have a baby with them, what that calculator at? What's this? No, that ain't it. I had oh, there we go. Is this it? Yeah, this it right here. So you making that money, right? All these things around here. What? How much you make? Well, let's use Martin Bell. Damn, that name sounds familiar. All right, he made 233, right? So say he made that 233, right? All right, there we go. So Martin Bell made 233. Cool. Doing great for himself. Say he ain't got no kids. He just married Shorty. Right? That young girl we saw on the on the screen. All right. Let's see. All right. So he made 233,000. His wife makes nothing. Right? So she stay at home wife. Right? All right. Everything's the same. Nothing crazy. No annuity. No pension. None of that shit. But he made 233. Okay. And Justin, are there children of the marriage under 21? We're gonna say no. So let's see how much he got to pay. Where we at? All right. Annually, he gonna have to get his broad $68,000. Now he gonna give her that $68,000. She gonna get a job. You know what I'm saying? Probably making 45, maybe 50 grand, or maybe 30, 35 grand, whatever. But she getting 68 from him. So her check could be like $500 after 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks that shit 500, but bi-weekly, every 2 weeks, he gotta get his broad $2,600. So she gonna get her little punk ass check for 500, $700, and then she gonna get 2,600 from him just for being married to the nigga, right? Now, let's say how long were they married? Let me see. Married. Let's say they were married. Let's say they were married from March, right, 2019 to June 13th, 2024, right? He gonna have to give her $2,600 every paycheck for 5 years and 3 months, just because she was married to him. Now she don't gotta cook this nigga dinner no more. She don't gotta get this nigga head no more. She don't gotta listen to him say no when you go up. Where you going? You can't go there. She don't gotta hear none of that shit. But she gonna get $2,600 every paycheck because she married him. She gonna get $5,700 a month, tax free. Then, then, then you know what she'll probably do? She'll probably go apply for Section 8. Apply for Section 8. They're gonna look at her pay stub. They're gonna say, are you getting it? Nah, I ain't getting nothing else. No, I make 35,000 a year. She gonna get her a Section 8 somewhere, paying fucking $200 rent. $200 rent, and she getting 5,700 a month because you married her. Now let's say Shorty do work. Let's say she do work. Let's see. How much you want to give her? Let's say she made let's say she made 60,000, right? All right, so she made 60,000. So they're gonna go down. They're gonna calculate how much she made, right? They're gonna say, okay, he made 233, she made 60. We're gonna subtract uh his 68, right? And we're gonna take 30% of his income, right? And we're gonna minus 20% of her income, right? And that's 12 grand. So they're gonna say, so instead of 68,000 a year, he got to give her 56. That's still a grip. So he's still giving every check 2,100 now. You know what I'm saying? 2,100. So she getting 4,600 a month, plus she makes 60 grand because you married her. Now, if you get a domestic partnership, you you ain't got to give a shit, right? Domestic partnerships are fucking powerful, dog. What is this I'm looking at? All right, all right. So domestic partnerships are powerful. That is, that's the way. If you still wanna have a ceremony and that day and all that shit, you know, you can still do it. You got the domestic partnership. The only thing that means is that she can't extort you um, when she finally decides to walk away. Because don't forget, 70 to 90% of divorces filed by women based off of education, because they know they got, whatever education they got. The more education they got means the more the ability to make money is higher. So their ability to make money, and then knowing that they're gonna get alimony from you and or child support, they're gonna be all right. That's why they don't have a problem either, right? If these dudes, if Jordan would have had a domestic partnership, she would not have got 168 million. You know what I'm saying? Who is? They got Neil Diamond. He like a singer, right? Yeah. This motherfucker. Look, who leaves after 26 years? Who leaves after 30 years of marriage? Robert Johnson. Bob Johnson, the BET dude, he was married to this chick for 33 years. You leaving somebody after that amount of time? Only reason they left it because they could sustain they lifestyle without being under your fucking protection or provision, right? So this motherfucker had to give her $150 million. If he would have had a domestic partnership, he wouldn't have had to give her that shit. Harrison Ford, 118 million. Steven Spielberg, hold up. Steven Spielberg was married to this chick in '89. In 1989, if you made $500 a week, nigga, you was straight, right? He was married to this chick for 3 or 4 years, and she got $100 million. $100 million? Damn, $100 million. Kevin Costner, damn, 80 mil. Kenny Rogers, dog, not Kenny, 60 mil. Who the hell James Cameron? Let's see. Wait a minute. James Cameron, he was with his shorty for 1 or 2 years. He had to give her, oh hell no, I seen her before. He had to give her $50 million, dog. $50 million. Ted Danson, nah, that's the dude from Cheers. He ain't cheering no more. Had to give her 30 mil. Donald Trump, 25 mil. Kelsey Grammer, oh, nah, 30 mil. Lionel Richie, 20 mil. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why these dudes still. Oh nah, look at this. This dude got a divorce and he had a kid. Super fucked up. He had to give her 6.6 million upfront plus. See that word plus? That means and also 100,000 per month in spousal support. So he had to break her off 6.6 mil upfront and then give her 100,000 per month in spousal support. And there's another and 39,000 per month in child support. You gotta look at people and look at their mistakes, man. See what they're going through. So don't let nobody tell you what a real man is. They will. You gotta be able to think for yourself. They'll talk you into some bullshit. They used to hit niggas with that. They used to hit niggas back in the day with that. But where's this going? I think we're in a dead end relationship. You ever heard that? Dead end relationship. Oh, I think we're in. I feel like we're in a dead end relationship. What the fuck is a dead end relationship? It's a relationship that's not going anywhere. Where is it supposed to go? What happens when we get married? What happens when you get married? Motherfucking music start playing and fucking dances pop out and cupids is in the fucking house. All that. No, that's that's the swindle. That's the swindle. That's the 48. I feel like we're in a dead end relationship. You mean you can't extort me when you leave? That's a dead end relationship, nigga. Dead end. You know how many niggas got caught off of that? Where is this going? We're together. We moved in together now. We live together. What's going to change? Oh, that piece of paper. Let me tell you about that piece of paper. Let me tell you about that piece of paper. As a matter of fact, where is it at? Is it up here? It gotta be up here. Yeah, it's up here. She gonna talk about. We gonna talk about that piece of paper, right? We gonna let Shorty finish talking. Check out the shit about the piece of paper, dog. Let me get these guys off of here. Piece of paper.
To just emotionally and physically exploit women while they're young and they can do it and they can get all these women. But we teach our daughters right after you're done with school, go find a husband. We want our daughters to be wives, but we're not raising men to be husbands. We're not raising men that aspire.
Do she live under a rock? I'm about to cook you now. I'm about to cook you, Shorty. Shorty, I'm about to cook you, man. I'm about to cook you, Shorty. What the fuck are you talking about? Raising daughters to be wives. Who's raising the only motherfucker raising daughters to be wives? They ain't even in this country. The women in this country don't raise daughters to be wives, especially black women. They don't raise their daughters to be wives. Who told her that shit? Is she just trying to swindle niggas right now? Is she trying to swindle people? Raise daughters to be wives. City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Beyonce, Suki Hana, fucking who else? Who else? Who else, man? Sexy Red, uh, all these bitches. Who's raising daughters to be wives? How they raising daughters to be wives? In the marriage rate is 1 out of 4 for life. Who raising daughters to be wives? Everywhere you go, these motherfuckers is twerking. Everywhere you go, they making videos, posting them online of them. You know what I'm saying? Sucking cock and shit. They running trains. They fucking body counts is fucking is could rival how oh man. The average chick today, her body count could rival that of a prostitute. Her body count could rival that of a porn star. We talking about they raising daughters to be wives. This why you don't listen to a woman tell you how to be a man or tell you what a man is. Is she serious about this fucking statement? Look at her face. Nigga, what?
To be husbands. A lot of men within the black community see marriage as like, all right, when I'm done, when I'm ready to settle down, when I'm ready to, and I think that's very unfortunate.
I think the truth is why black men aren't committing to marriage as young. It's just that it's not a part of our culture. It's not a part of how we raised. It's not what's cool. What we're taught, how we move, what we think, what we wear, what we eat, what type of guns we like.
Who raised you? Who raised you? This nigga don't know what he's talking about either. Because if you were raised by your mama and your daddy and they were married, you got something to look at. You say, oh, my mom and my dad are married. You know, you see a positive, correct image of what you kind of inspire to have one day. But you raised by a single mom and 2 years she with this nigga, then she alone, then she meet a nigga, and then she with him for about another 3 years. Then she alone. Then she get with another nigga. She with him for about another year. Then she alone. Then she get with another. Nigga, you don't see nothing about no fucking marriage. What is he talking about?
Like it's all aligned with hip hop culture across the board. If rappers is saying fuck bitches get money from 1992 up until today, then that's what we on.
Meanwhile, our white counterparts, oh, they don't play. Oh, they get down. They get down. Relationship by 19, ring on finger by 20, married by 21.
What do black women do when they're in college? What do black women do when they're in college? They got the fantasy. They got this fantasy of this fucking condo on the top floor in Atlanta with a fucking Range Rover and one of them little stupid fucking dogs. Bad bitch, boss bitch season, bro. Come on. What are you youngins talking about, man? And here we go. The cycle is trying to repeat itself, placing the blame on the man. That's my problem with bitches, man. They never hold their 50% of the fucked upness. They never hold their 50%. They've never held their 50%. Since niggas slaves got free. They ain't hold their 50% in fighting for freedom. They ain't hold their 50% in fucking when Uncle Sam broke up the families. They don't never y'all don't never hold y'all 50% shit, dog. Now you bringing this shit back around. These youngins talking about, oh, men, when girls are raised to be wives. No, no.
Third kid by 23. They get to it. I'm lying? No, if you go on any social media app, you can at least find 5 white people your age, if you are within the age of 20 to 27, that are, if not married, engaged. They don't play.
The white girls were racking up all of the fucking athletes, and they had a big upset over that recently. Y'all saw that shit, right? NFL, the Eagles, they had a Christmas fucking card thing or whatever, and all of their girlfriends were white. We even went to TikTok to that dude, Lil Goody, plays D1. He's talking about uh, all his black friends got white girlfriends, right? He said the white girlfriends is helping these guys. They're like making meal preps. They're helping them with their schoolwork. They in the trenches with them. The struggling college student. But you know why? Because they mama and daddy sent Becky ass to them fucking athletic, them colleges with the good athletic programs. And they said, they're like, you know what, fucking Becky, she's not the brightest. You know what I'm saying? I need her to be taken care of. So I'm gonna, you know, you're going to I don't want to go there. I want to go. No, you're going fucking here. You're gonna go there, and you're gonna get you a fucking husband. You're gonna go see who's on the fucking football team, basketball team. If it's a white guy, great. If it's the black guy, fuck it, even better. Yeah. And she gonna go there and pick out pick out motherfucking Dante, who been kicking ass since fucking eighth grade in football and on the football team and all this shit. And Dante's a fucking prospect. Dante done got motherfucking calls already. Dante getting advertisements already. Dante getting airtime. And when Dante's sitting on that couch in his fucking little ass house somewhere in Louisiana or Nebraska or Tennessee, wherever the fuck he at, Alabama, wherever the fuck he at, and you see Dante on the phone like this, with his shades on, and his fucking chain, and this nigga sitting on the couch with 30 people in the living room. And he like this. Yeah, coach. Yeah, coach. Yeah, coach, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. And when they call this nigga name on TV, guess guess who's sitting next to him? Fucking Becky. Becky. The black girls, what they doing? Body count. Body count. 1, 2, 3, foursomes, all kinds. Becky just
Yeah, pussy going for the 40.
pussy going for the 40.
I ain't no bad looking bitch, you know.
Keisha in college talking about
Get purity anymore. You get used box. Yeah,
used
and so
box
it's
like a motherfucker.
yeah, pussy going for the 40.
Pussy going for the 40.
I ain't no bad looking bitch, you know.
Keisha's out there getting it. And then she gets her degree. She goes off, she gets this fucking job. They all end up in Atlanta. All of them in Atlanta right now, single as fuck. You see all them bros out there in Atlanta right now? All of them bros in Atlanta. They're the commissioner of this, judges, lawyers, all of them. They out there in Atlanta. Single, wilding out, getting kicked out of their jobs, harassing niggas at work, getting drunk in the fucking bars, all this shit. For what? For nothing. Let me show you one of them bitches right here. Let me show you one of them right here, man. Think I'm bullshitting. I ain't bullshitting, man. I don't bullshit y'all, man. Let's see. This girl talking about raising her daughters to be wives. She out of goddamn mind. Let's see here. Skim down here. Keep going. Let's see here. There we go. Look at this little single motherfucker right here.
Right? She was put on blast for pocketing.
No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Hold on. Where's she at? Where them high profile Keisha, single ass Keisha's out at? There we go. Found them. Single Keishas. Single Keishas. Look at this one here. Look at this one here. Judge suspended over misconduct. Here she go. Look at this one. This one here funny as hell, B. Now this broad here was in college. She said she gonna be a motherfucking city girl. Same shit, right? Where's she at? Look at her ass here. Look how they found her. Come on, B. No, answer them.
In Clayton County, Georgia, when police found a woman lying on the ground outside a local sports bar. When the officers check on her, she's not able to say a word, so they lift her up on a bench nearby to sit her upright.
Hi. How are you?
One,
You all right?
everybody out here drunk and course. Get a single piece.
No idea.
Knock the fuck out.
Police are able to identify the woman as Clayton County Board of Commissioners Vice Chair Felicia Franklin. After calling in to report the incident, the officers are pulled to the side by a witness to try to get a better understanding of what happened.
Hey.
I don't know. Yeah, just let EMS check her out for NR, CYA. And then
Comes to her rest.
Y'all can take her. It's just, we'll take her. We want to make sure she doesn't have like some kind of head trauma or something.
What this thing said was.
She was laying down.
They love me and don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. I was five before they left me here. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me.
Tango Bravo Romeo 1449, TBR 1449. We got the Long John Silver, Jerry Boulevard, Smith Street.
Visibly upset, repeats to her friend that she believes she was drugged.
I don't know what happened. I came here.
Right.
I enjoyed the music and then I got
Girl,
left.
Becky.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned as we attempt to commune with the devil.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Becky first in that first.
Roll off the bench.
No, she needs to be looked at.
We
She
just
called me and her phone went dead. I couldn't get her back. Kayla found out where she was, and we both came here.
Yeah.
No, I live right off Spivey, so.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
But we just because she rolled off.
Oh no, I get you. We're all
at
trying to
you.
help, baby.
No, you're not.
Felicia.
No, you're not.
Honey, you
No,
fell
you're
down.
not.
You fell down. We want to make sure that
No,
you're
you're
okay.
not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
We gotta make sure you're okay.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I mean,
No, you're
Felicia,
not.
this is Patty. This is Patty.
I can't do it no more.
Okay.
These niggas here. These niggas here. Now, if she had a man, if she had a husband, her ass wouldn't be out late at night getting drunk in bars like that. They don't want nobody to tell them what to do. See what I'm getting at? So now let's go back to this fucking incorrect shorty right here. Shorty, you're out of pocket. You're out of pocket, baby girl. Right?
Hey. Why do we view such a beautiful covenant as a burden? We're worried about a word that we've given life to and we've kept relevant since slavery, but we're not addressing the other mess that we've kept from slavery too, which is the strategy of breaking and separating the Black home. So go ahead and pause the video and just read through this. I think this is super important, super eye-opening. It definitely opened mine when
Yeah, this right here goes with the making of a slave, the Willie Lynch joints. I've showed that on my channel quite often. Let me see if I can pull it up. That's fine what she's showing right there. That's fine. But let me show you the real thing that men need to look at and what we see today. Right? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's this? There we go. See this? This is what men need to pay attention to. You got the nigga woman out front and the man behind and scared. This is the perfect situation. Before the breaking process, we had to stand guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly. For his woman stands guard for us. For who? For us. Who's us? White supremacy. He cannot get past her infant slave process. By the time the nigga boy reaches the age 16, he is soundly broken in and ready for life's sound and efficient work and reproduction of a good unit of the labor force. The Black woman has been used for decades to stand guard for white supremacy, to let them sleep sound while they just self-destruct the black male. Yeah. Now, how do they do that? Well, they do that by it. If I may be frank, the black, the white man, white supremacy, I'll say, white supremacy doesn't drag black men to court to raise their child support. White supremacy doesn't file false allegations as much or in mass as black women do. False rape allegations, false assault allegations. They ain't white dudes ain't running around cutting off the fucking ankle monitors off of their boyfriend ankle while they sleeping. They're not doing that. They don't get mad and jealous and call the cops and lie. Javante Davis, great boxer. 6 days before his fight, his girlfriend got upset and called the cops and said uh, that he hit her. L.A. Truth, his name's L.A. Truth. He had his cell phone out filming Shorty on the phone with the cops, talking about he's got a gun. Uh, there's so many, bro. I think this guy's name is oh, what the fuck is this guy name? Duty Low? Was it Duty Low? It was some chick. She lied and said that he molested her son. She lied. There was a video of a black chick coaching her daughter to say that the man touched her. And he was filming it. At first she said no. Then the mother got irate, started screaming at her. He did touch you, didn't he? Yeah, he did. The little girl sitting there crying. She was scared. I was yelling at her. She was just like, that man ain't touched her. That's y'all motherfuckers. Keisha's. If we actually had black women really on our side, life would be fucking great for both of us. As a matter of fact, look at this. This guy. This recently happened. Where you at? This guy right here from the pop the balloon challenge. Right? He went on the show. He fucking some chicks tried to play him. He wasn't with it. He wasn't even disrespectful. He kept calling them bitches queen and this, that, and the third. And yo, well, you did me a favor. Yo, you trying to play me? I don't let you play me. I was just supposed to. And them broads gonna say, "Oh, I like my man to not say nothing back." What? It's you bitches. They called and got him fired. You with a girl, y'all hardly know each other. Y'all fuck without protection. Both of you. She get pregnant, you say, yo, I don't think we should have a baby because, you know, you work at fucking Walmart and I drive Amazon. I don't think this is a good idea. The only thing she could think of is that she gonna get I don't know. Some women think you put a man on child support, you gonna get thousands of dollars a month, some shit like that. That ain't how it go. They still do it. You got your famous fucking you got bitches famous for saying abort male black babies, calling us bullet bags, saying there should be significantly less of us. This ain't white people saying this shit, promoting this shit on here. It's y'all bitches. And them same bitches that got, they got followers, right? 400, 500,000 followers. 400,000 1,000 followers? No, 40,000. You got 40,000 bitches who following you because they like to hear you say black men are dusty and you should leave them and all that shit. You should kill them. Yeah, come on, dog. The only thing white people still do is stop niggas from getting jobs. And to be honest, I don't even think it's them. I think it's Keisha's working in the human resources. Yep. I think it's motherfucking Keisha in that human resource office, fucking sitting in the AC on her ass all day, dodging phone calls, shopping on fucking Temu. That's who I think it is. That's what I think it is. Yeah, if you really look at it.
When I saw it, so yeah. We give so much wealth and power and influence to these influencers and celebrities who promote baby mama culture, and they try to normalize it and they try to look like it's this glamorous thing. Well, to be
So you just contradicted what you said about motherfuckers being raised to be daughters, to be wives. You played a video, the guy said, because of the culture, because of the music, that's what niggas are doing, right? Now you're showing all these chicks who are bad for the culture, and you're saying somehow that the women who are engrossed in this shit are wife material. Nah, son.
very clear, they are not broke. When you are broke and single, being a baby mama is not fun. And let me just preface this by saying, like, yes, things can happen when you get married to someone. Things happen where sometimes you don't go into a situation expecting to be a single mother or a baby mama, but it's the intention, it's the principle behind it, and it's the meaning behind it. I would rather become a single mother knowing at one point I was married to someone who had all intentionality of seeing a family with me, seeing a life with me, and something just happened where that wasn't the case anymore, as opposed to a man who found it easier to create a child with me than to make a commitment to me first. I feel like that commitment a man makes to you as the woman first is far more important than any two people can have a baby. Very easy.
If something happens to your baby daddy, you get no say so. What do I mean by this? If, God forbid, he's in a car accident and you guys have a house together, or you live with him, or he's taking care of you and paying all the bills, you have no rights to his assets. You have no rights to any of the.
That's what it's all about, dog. That's what it's all about. Assets. That's what it's all about, bro. They're not trying to be wives, dog. It's all about what the fuck they can get. That's the only thing they care about. Well, if something happens to you, I don't get nothing. So are you with me because you want to get something, or are you with me because you love me? If you introduce domestic partnership to your woman and she gets upset about it, what does that say to you? Because she could still have the fucking wedding day. She can still get the ring. She can still have all that shit, right? The only thing is that she can't extort you when it's over. Well, what if he leaves me? I get nothing. But what if you leave him? He has nothing. So how about we come in here, both of us have nothing to lose. Fuck that. instead of only having one person with something to gain. How about that? Is that fair? That sounds fair to me. That this union is truly based off of love, has nothing to do with at the end you gain everything and I gain. You get 70% and I get 30. 6 out of 10 men lose their homes in marriage, bro. I mean, in divorce. 6 out of 10 lose their homes. Men are, after a breakup, men are more inclined to have a mental illness or to increase a current mental illness. It's a study on that. I gotta show it to you. So you know I'm not bullshitting. When I tell you something on this screen, is because I already researched the shit. There is everything is fact based with me. Everything. So here it is. Let me blow it up for you. Oh no. All right. Yes. Men may be at risk. Men may be at an increased risk of developing mental illness after a breakup. A University of British Columbia study found that men may have difficulty communicating feelings during a relationship and asking for emotional support after a breakup. They may also be more likely to use substances to numb emotional pain. So, why is that? Well, what happens when you break up with a fucking chick? You love this bitch. Oh man, she was everything. You thought that was your forever bitch. Oh, I found my forever bitch. Right? You thought you was gonna marry her and all this other good shit, right? Boom. Find out bitch was cheating, right? You found out that Jody was in there piping her ass down, right? Do I got Jody up here? Where Jody at? Jody, little Jody, right? Find out this is your bitch, right? Telling this nigga she loved daddy dick, right? That's your bitch, right? She had it all in the throat, all in the motherfucking twat. She don't let you hit it from. She don't let you bust her ass, but she let Jody bust her ass. Jody was in her asshole, right? She loved it. Look at that face. Now you're heartbroken. Maybe you walked in on it. Maybe you heard it. You think this is easy to get over? Women get coddled. Women go out. They get a corral of their girlfriends and whine and shit and sit down and just talk shit and all this, right? Men, come on, bro. You still crying over that bitch, nigga? Just go out. Just so and so. Come on, man. Are you sad over your bitch, the love of your life? You sad over them? There is a societal pressure that's gonna call you a fucking simp, a sucker, you soft, right? And all you can think of is this nigga Jody So yeah, men are more likely to develop that shit. Oh, here it is. Men can crumble mentally, dog. Crumble mentally. That is the perfect description, right? Let's see if we see anything else interesting here. A large proportion of young men are really critical of messages they've been sent about what it means to be a man and being unemotional or dominant, right? Now, what we found is that guys feel quite isolated. They might have some challenges around friends and friendships. They do not. Uh, they do have may not be deep relationships. So the loss of a partner is massive because oftentimes the partner is the person they confide in. That is true. And so when this emotional investment is gone, they might not have any other outlet for those emotions. This is true. You know, if you're the dude, you ever seen a dude when he gets with a chick, he kind of gets distance from his friends. He drops out of that wolf pack. You know what I mean? Everything is about the bitch. Then bitch leaves. She left with Jody, fucking Tyrone, whatever, right? So a man does not put a woman that's the pinnacle of his fucking life. I don't even think you should love them bitches. Whoa, that's crazy to say. Yeah, I don't even think you should love them bitches, dog. You could like them a lot, but God put her here to be what? Help. So you fall in love with the help. Woman is the most emotionally unstable, wishy-washy species on the fucking planet. They move strictly off of emotion, how they feel. There's been bros who have left their husband at 14. It was a chick. She left her husband for 14 years to go with some nigga who she thought was a soap opera star. Nigga Conda got money out of her. She divorced her husband. Oops, bullshit, catfish. Now she done divorced her husband, left her fucking kids, and she out there with this nigga. Look at this. Uh, is this it? I don't think this is it. No, that's not it. Look at this. Hold on. Here we go. Look at this shit here. You remember her? This chick lost 100 pounds. Her husband married her when she was a fat shit. Married her, gave her children, made her a wife. She lose 100 pounds, start fucking the nigga at the job.
It can't be manufactured, you know?
I had never felt that way before.
ever.
Nobody care about your fucking deodorant.
So you tell him, what does he say? How do you tell him?
Well,
leave your kid?
when I say leave my kid, I mean
Leave a kid.
here, Dad, you can have her. I'll see y'all on the weekend. If
This, yeah. Yo, you see this shit? Where Jody at? This nigga Jody at, man? I lost the pick. Where's this guy at, man? Listen to what this broad say, dog. Yo, this shit's crazy.
You think that?
unfortunately, I don't think he disconnected that easy, but way easier than myself. He knew what it was. He was more logical about it than I was. I was ready to leave my baby, leave my family. This was nice. I love y'all. I see y'all on the weekend. I wanted to be with him at all costs.
You was ready to leave your kid?
When I say leave my kid, I mean here, Dad, you can have her. I'll see y'all on the weekend. If this don't work out, she's yours. Just let me be happy with him. At the time, looking back on that now, I'm like, ugh, it's cringy. It is cringy, but I was.
That nigga said, "Oh shit." He felt that. He felt that shit. That bitch said, "What? I was ready to leave everybody. See you Saturday."
That easy, but way easier than myself. He knew what it was. He was more logical about it than I was. I was
See you
ready
on the
to
weekend.
leave my baby, leave my family. This was nice. I love y'all. I see y'all on the weekend. I wanted to be with him at all costs.
You was ready to leave your kid?
When I say leave my kid, I mean here, Dad, you can have her. I'll see y'all on the weekend. If this don't work out, she's yours. Just let me be happy with him. At the
He felt that. Men feel that, even when it ain't us, even when it ain't our situation. If we hear a woman doing that shit to a nigga, that shit hurt, dog. That shit hurt. If she was up there on Jody Dick from the job, this nigga married her. Where is that? Oh my god, bro.
A happy home,
Look at that.
and then you work on yourself. Here's a story.
Look at this motherfucker here. This nigga here. He loved her, dog. He wanted to do everything to make her happy. And she was with it. Look at that big ass ring on her finger. We can see the shit all blurry from here.
You're married, have a kid.
Look at this shit. Nobody was trying to holler at that. She was cool, she was nice, and all that. And wasn't nobody trying to niggas wasn't even trying to beat that. You know how like some girls, you know, they you know, they cute and shit. You say, man, you know, I might hit that, I might sneak and hit that shit. No niggas wasn't even doing that.
Kid, a happy home.
You know what I'm saying? She looked that cute. You know, makeup day, they get a facelift for that day. You know what I'm saying? They put all kind of shit on there, all kinds of shades and this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Home, and then you work on your.
Look at this bitch. She done got skinny. She done got skinny. And look at her now. She start getting banged by Jody at the job.
Yourself lose
Look at that. Uh-huh.
over 100 pounds.
Look at that. She don't even look the same. Hold on. We gonna take this picture right here and we gonna compare it to how she looked today. Because she looked like she started putting that weight back on, actually. She started putting that weight back on. Hold on.
And become unrecognizable, both inside and out. You hang out.
That nigga said, yo, you know what? That same nigga, he wasn't trying to holler before. He wasn't trying to holler before. Yeah, she pretty, but yo, she mad big, bro. Right? She went and had that fucking surgery and lost all that fucking weight. He said, yo, I can hit that shit now.
Out more and ultimately step out on your marriage. There's hurt, pain, and a divorce. You live life with regret, but your story isn't finished.
What I thought at the time.
Look at her now compared to when she first lost the weight. Upload new photos. Look at her now. She put the weight back on. She put the weight back on, dog. That don't look like her now. That's a whole catfish. You talking to this bitch online. You online, you talking to her right here. And then when she pull up, is that. Nah, man, you ain't the same bitch from the fucking, you ain't the same bitch from the chat. And she, yeah, it's me. I'm still the same person. Right? Nope. So what happened to this guy? She leaves. He get hit with what? Child support. What else he get hit with? Probably alimony. They bought a house, sell the house, whatever you fucking get, give her half, right? Nah, man. Nah. She said she was ready to fucking leave her kid. Talk about I see you on the weekend. You got these niggas here talking about, well, why you ain't getting married?
Hospital decisions, they're gonna call his mother or his next of kin. They don't care about baby mamas. They give y'all zero respect in those hospitals, at the bank. We're not his wife. They do not care. So marriage is more than just a protection for the woman, it's a protection for the family. And people gonna lie and say, oh, I'll put you in my will. Wills can be contested in court as well. You got to be protected in a trust. But if he's gonna pay thousands of dollars to put you in a trust, why not pay $35 and marry you downtown?
Because it's gonna cost thousands of dollars to get you the fuck out of here once you leave. $40. Don't listen to that motherfucker. Don't listen to her. I don't know what kind of logic these motherfuckers be talking about, man. If he paid thousands of dollars to keep his assets protected and break you off something, you know what I'm saying, at his discretion, is better than paying $40 and then you taking this nigga can't even, this nigga homeless. Yo, when a motherfucker get divorced, they want that nigga out the house ASAP, dog. You gotta leave, pop. You gotta leave. Yeah, you gotta leave, nigga. It's over. And bitches done started some new shit. You know what they do now? They'll say that you put your hands on them, and they're afraid of you, and get an order of protection. Now you out of the house, bro. When you out of the house, she files for divorce. You can't even come back to the house. You gotta come back with a cop to get your shit, or you gonna get locked up. My Uncle Mike, going through that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about Uncle Mike because he don't watch me on here. So, but yeah, my uncle going through that shit right now. Raggedy bitch, you know what I'm saying, is robbing this nigga, bro. That's what they do. He married to the broad for 17 years. Bitch was a stay-at-home wife. He retired, got like two pensions coming in, moved down to Georgia, bought a fucking $550,000 house. This bitch called the cops and said that she was threatened and this and that. So the cops show up at my uncle's house, and my uncle a cool ass nigga. Like no matter what's going on, this nigga's cool. So the cop came to the door. He like, hey officer, what's up? How you doing? She's like, yeah, are you Mike so and so? He was like, yeah. She says, is your wife so and so and so? He says, yeah. He says, all right, well, she just called and said that XYZ, XYZ, and you gotta leave. Yo, they kicked my uncle and his son. It wasn't her son. Kicked my uncle and his son out of the house, dog. They've been staying in a fucking hotel. When that shit go down, nigga, you can't even stay in your own house. And the judge say, yo, you gotta pay the rent, the mortgage. So now, a man is homeless, gotta find a new place to stay, and still pay the mortgage and all the other shit. I got a homie. One of my mans is doing 10 years right now. Yeah, man, this thing is doing 10 joints. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Made this bitch a stay-at-home wife, raggedy bitch. That's another raggedy bitch. Made this chick a stay-at-home wife. He moved upstate, working on Rikers Island. I used to be a CO on Rikers Island. So his travel was like an hour and a half, right? Each way. This thing is doing doubles, 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 doubles. Because this chick stays home and don't do shit. So he doing doubles, put her in the house and all that shit. So he only come home maybe 4 to 5 hours. Literally 4 to 5 hours. Then he gotta get back up and head back to work to do another 16 hours. So he found out that she was fucking somebody. And not only fucking, she was bringing a nigga in the house. So, he found out he spazzed out. She called the cops. So now he's literally homeless. Sleeping on niggas' couches, this, that, and the third. Then she filed for divorce. And when a man feels like his life is over and you the cause of it, look out. So now he like, damn, I'm homeless. This bitch is fucking niggas in the house I bought. I'm working all this fucking overtime, tired as hell. I don't even got a comfortable place to sleep. And this bitch is still in my house. And I'm gonna have to pay her alimony and child support for the fucking kid that we got. That nigga went in there and tried to kill that bitch. Boom, 10 years. So that marriage shit, bro, enter at your own risk. Because motherfuckers will see people going through this shit. They'll hear about it. You'll see the stories. And niggas are still going marry abroad. Like you scared to tell her, let's do a domestic partnership. Niggas really be scared. You scared of her? You scared of your bitch? The bitch is like 5'4", 5'6", 4'11", 5'1", 5'2". You scared of her? What you scared of? She gonna leave? Guess what? Every bitch needs you more than you need every single bitch on this planet, dog. They need you. They act like they don't need you. Look at all the lonely old bitches. We just looked at the old bitch laying on the floor, drunk off her ass, who got fired from a motherfucking city commissioner job because she was out drunk at a bar. They need you. They all need you. They purposely seek you out for protection and provision, dog. In a relationship, the man is the most important person. You got the most risk, the most responsibility, the most societal pressure. What I mean by societal pressure, y'all go out to eat. Check come at the table. Societal pressure is pointing at you to pay the check. If you don't pay that fucking tab, that waitress or whoever's sitting looking across from you, they're gonna say, look at this, these one of them black men. These black men don't be fucking black women be paying for it. Nah, nigga. You won't do that to me. Societal pressure, the most risk. You get divorced, you're losing everything. You know what I'm saying? Pussy comes with a lot of responsibility and risk, dog. Depending on the pussy you chasing, all pussy ain't good pussy, man. All of it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta recognize, right? It's this thing I found. I was on no no captivity with Freezy, right? A lot of good content over there. He's great dude, bro. And there was a guy, one of his regulars that be watching his show is dude named Hot Sauce, right? Well, Hot Sauce, he spoke about something called Brifford's Law. I had no idea anything about Brifford's Law. I thought bitches just practiced hypergamy, right? You know hypergamy. We call that shit monkey branching. You know what I'm saying? Monkey branching, a perfect example of monkey branching is Cassie. Cassie broke in the music industry. She was fucking with Ryan Leslie first. He the one who made her something back in the MySpace days. Put her shit on MySpace. She was getting like 20,000 hits and shit. So that's how Diddy found out about the bitch. So Diddy said, yeah, you know what I'm saying, man, bring the bitch through. Brought the bitch through. She saw Diddy. She saw dollars. She saw Diddy dollars. So she looked at Ryan Leslie. She was like, she looked at Diddy. And that bitch left, dog. Hypergamy. That's hypergamy. Brifford's Law, that's not it. I'm going to show you Brifford's Law, dog. This it? Brifford's Law. Brifford's Law suggests that in relationships between men and women, the woman determines the terms of the relationship, and that any association between a man and woman, i.e., sex, will only occur if the woman derives some benefit from the association. See that? They make a calculated decision on quid pro quo type of shit. If she's not receiving any benefit from it, then why the fuck is she gonna fuck you? Now, what is a benefit? A benefit could be financial. Most of the time, it is, right? But there's something else aside from financial. There's financial. There's uh, clout. Maybe fucking you. You know what I'm saying? She might get some exposure, so she could sell her fucking bundles and fucking lasso tea on goddamn Instagram. I don't know, right? Maybe what else? Sexual benefit. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you got that motherfucking wood. And that is always a plus to a bitch. Good wood, they'll take that. This is this nigga right here with the waves and the earring, this fucking black Thanos right here, Mr. Goodwood. They love that. They'll take that all the time. So those are the benefits, right? Now, also, past benefit provided by the man does not guarantee continued or future association. That's why I always say you don't build equity in a bitch, right? What do I mean by that? You know how you buy a house after a certain amount of years, it appreciates and you gain equity, you gain money in that bitch, right? Right. You don't gain that in a chick. Whatever you did for her, like the bar goes up, right? Oh, you did this, you did that, bar goes up. But then the bar starts to drop. A good example of that, Janet Jackson's song, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Right? Remember bitches was walking around, what have you done for me lately? Right? Remember that shit? Eddie Murphy made a joke in that, and I think it was Raw or like Delirious. What have you done for me lately? Yeah. That's Briffle's law, doggy. Briffle's law. You could have bought this bitch a car. Yeah, he bought me a car, but shit, like, damn, he ain't took me out and this, and that. Yeah, man. What have you done for me lately? Past benefits do not guarantee continued or future success. The chick, Rebecca, she was taken on a shopping spree by some UFC fighter. Nigga spent 85 bands. You know what she said? When his championship fight came up, if he don't win, I'm out. So the girl doing the interview said, "Wait a minute, but didn't he spend 85,000 on you?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm still out." It's a cold world. Briffle's law, dog. They calculate what benefit they're gonna get from being with you. Besides sex, they get sex. They love to fuck. Women love to fuck, bro. Don't let none of them tell you different. They get horny as hell. If they didn't get horny like this, they wouldn't have all these sex toys and all that shit out here, bro. These motherfuckers here, so they want the sex and they want something else. Well, all right, I'm getting the sex, but what else am I getting? What else you getting? What these bitches want from a nigga? I gave you a nut. I gave you a nut. I got a nut. That's it, right? No, that's not it. That's not it, man. They want something else. And if you are an upcoming athlete, rapper, anything like that, if you even now they even do these fucking streamers. You're a streamer like the Sinai, Ken Sinai, whatever fucking name is. Any of these streamers, they down to fuck the shit out the niggas because they know that these niggas got like millions of plus people watching them. They hot right now. So if I could go on his live stream and motherfuckers see me, and then I do a live stream, I'll get them to watch me too. I could sell my shit. Yeah, Briffle's law. When I saw this, I said, "Damn, that nigga really put me on to something."
A man wants me to push a baby out this power portal, you're gonna have to get on one knee, mother.
If he wants you to have his baby before marrying you, you should start running. He's trying to avoid legal obligations and two, truly being committed to you. By making you a baby mama, he can leave you as a single mother with a child.
You hear this bimbo babble shit, bro? This is the dumbest shit ever, man. These bitches dumb. And the reason why I say that is because the single mother rate is crazy. You think niggas want to have all these kids? No, they don't want to have all these kids. I wish they would make it a law for where before you had his fucking kid, you needed his consent. If you didn't have his consent and you couldn't have his fucking kid, there would not be as many single mothers, single mother households, and all that shit as there are today. Because niggas don't be want to have all these kids. You have a few assholes. You got a few assholes working at Walmart. Like, no, we had the baby. No, no. If there was a database, nigga, you log on paternalconsent.gov, for example. You say you log on to that shit. And you say, yeah, me fucking Tyrone Whitley, I don't want to have kids until motherfucking 2030, right? And then you have a one night stand at the club. Bitch thinks she gonna get you for child support. You say, nah, listen, man, I already put in my no consent till 2030. She gonna be tight. She gonna be tight. Gonna be mad as fuck. Yeah, cause she know that she can't have your baby. But you gonna have some dumb niggas that's gonna get a passcode and the bitch gonna get in there and change the no to a yes. Dumb shit like that. Niggas be doing some dumb shit. Like why? Like come on. I guarantee you that should have happened to somebody. But that shit right there, dog. No, man. No. If you could have that shit, no, you need my consent to have my kid. Because technically, it is your kid, especially if it's a boy. Because where is the seed? Where is the sperm? It's in your nuts. Yeah, yeah. We make 1,000 sperm cells a second, dog. When you nut, you release 350 million sperm cells. And all them niggas is in there swimming to get to the motherfucking egg. That is life. Men walk with life in them. Yeah. Why you think when you nut, man, that shit just feel like crazy? You be like, oh, you feel like your life force left, right? And some people that say, oh, well, it's just like you was working out. Nigga, when you work out, you don't feel like that. You feel energized, nigga. You don't feel like your fucking life left you. That's your kid, especially if it's a boy, because we carry the Y chromosome. Women can't produce the Y chromosome. They can only produce the X chromosome. We produce both. Yeah. Those are your kids. And the world, the stupid ass society, think it's the woman kid because she carried the baby. Well, where the fuck we gonna carry the baby? Listen, she just the motherfucking Uber, nigga. She the 9 month Uber ride from fucking the universe to here, dog. That ass. Just the Uber ride. Yeah. You carry the life force. It is an empty, dark cave up in that motherfucking body. Yeah, ain't shit in there. Nothing is in there. But off pH balance, nigga.
while still maintaining an attachment to you. He wants you tied to him, but at the same time wants to keep his options open.
When someone
You really think niggas want y'all tied to them? These niggas don't like y'all like that. Why would you want somebody you just met that gave you pussy in the fucking first night or the first week? You want them. They don't want you. You think these niggas is fucking to have these babies? You think they want to have the? No, they fucking for the feeling. They not fucking to make these damn babies. Oh, lucky I can't find them. Lucky I can't find them. No bitch at. What else she has? This damn. Lucky. I had a clip up here by Love Dorsey explaining that shit. I love Love Dorsey, man. She be breaking that shit down. Let's see what else this knucklehead got to say. These motherfuckers lost. And the truth be told, these is the motherfuckers that I be telling my sons. I got a 11-year-old and a 7-year-old. I be schooling them. I say, listen, man. I show them everything. I tell them everything. Say, don't get caught up in that bullshit, dog. Number one rule: a woman is not the pinnacle of your life. A woman does not make you a man. You know what I'm saying? I tell them niggas about divorce. I show them niggas that got their whole life taken from them. Niggas that had to sleep in a car after divorce. Man, they seen all that shit. Them niggas like, man, I ain't getting married. That's what my oldest son said. My youngest son, this motherfucker, he want to get married. I remember I took my son to a pizza shop, picked him up from school. We went to go grab a couple slices and shit. We used to go to this one particular pizza shop when he was real young, and he wanted to go back there. So we went back there, but they did a renovation. So it's nice in there. So we in there eating. And he's looking around. He said, "This the shoot me, just the wild shit." My son, at the time he was 10, So he looking around eating this pizza. And he said, "This is a nice place. When I get my first girlfriend, I'll probably take it here." So I looked at him and I was like, "Wow." Like you see how young men are. They thinking of doing something nice for a chick. I know there ain't no 10-year-old girls talking about, man, when I get my first boyfriend, I'm gonna make him some fucking macaroni and cheese, or I'm gonna make him a sandwich or some shit like that. Little girls ain't thinking about that shit. They think about what the fuck they could get from a nigga, man. That shit is crazy.
Makes a commitment through marriage to you, that is intentionality, that is purpose, that is a promise, and that is an oath. It's the principle behind it. And y'all are never going to brainwash me into thinking that marriage is just some piece of paper, because it's
Brainwashed. You already brainwashed, baby girl. You brainwashed as fuck. Nigga is not going. Man, listen. I feel sorry for a nigga that married any one of you motherfuckers, man. Yo, once you find out that you could lose everything you worked for because this chick don't want to be with you no more. And the crazy part, marriage is a contract, right? When the contract is over, all obligations are final, right? So why is it that in marriage your obligation is not final today? This ain't the motherfucking 40s, 50s. You know what I'm saying? Chick married you 20 years. She never went to school. She ain't even finished high school. Bitch just married you and had babies. 20 years later, y'all break up, and now she's just a useless old bag who ain't got no skills, ain't got no pension, nothing. Yeah, you should break her off something, especially if you left her. But today, nigga, today, the most you should get is 12 months. This shit should be like unemployment. Unemployment, your ass got a set time to get a new job. We ain't giving you 100% of your last check. I think I don't even know how much they give you. But whatever the fuck they give you a small portion of that bitch. That's how alimony should be. In a marriage, you got to get it. You got to get that shit we looked at. He had to get his bro $68,000 a year. $2,600 every fucking paycheck. That's crazy. Wow. Bitch, you got 12 months to go get a job. Go take a fucking certification, a C plus plus, a fucking Java, some shit, and get you a job, bitch. Go to a program, go to a nursing school, something. This nigga ain't supposed to be paying you. Like, so if you got to pay her every fucking month for years and years and years, she should be obligated to come by and hold your nuts 3 times a week. Yeah, she should be obligated to come by and cook for you 3 times a week, give you some ass 3 times a week, dog. That's fair. That's fair. She got to do something. Who made this marriage shit? Like, who made these rules? Like, everybody sees that it's a fucking gimmick for a man. It's no incentive. It's no incentive. This shit was created way back when to join fucking powers because they were doing like some kind of monopoly shit. Niggas used to really marry they fucking cousins and shit, dog. Real shit. To keep that money in the fucking family. Oh, that's the first cousin. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna marry her and we gonna keep all the shit. So what they did was they say, yo, nah, nigga, y'all niggas can't marry each other no more. You gotta marry somebody else. Say, damn, you gotta marry somebody. Yeah, nigga, you can't marry a cousin. So then they said, all right, say you got the fucking gentries over here and they have political power, right? And then you got the Osborns over here, and they got money long. Well, it's a good idea to join forces. So now both families combined have political power and money. That was the purpose of fucking marriage. To combine assets and power. Then this shit trickled all the way down here. And broke niggas is marrying broke niggas. Broke bitches marrying broke niggas. Niggas with money marrying broke bitches. And that's just how it is. In other countries, India and all this other shit, they have arranged marriages still. You know what I'm saying? Here, two crackheads can get married. That marriage shit don't work here. Not in the US. If you want a good bitch, you gotta leave this motherfucker. I believe that. 30, 35 and down, them bitches suck. 35 and down. They mental is like these motherfuckers. It's a bad look. The and I'm not saying 100%, but like 98%, man. There's a few families. Prime example, the family that was devastated over the Juneteenth concert. You had a guy married and his wife, these assholes shot and killed his fucking wife. So now this guy right here, they have a kid, right? Shout out to them. R.I.P. to his woman, right? Beautiful, nice woman, man, good woman. They have a 20-year-old daughter. Their daughter's pregnant, but she's married. She's off to college. You know, 20 years old. But look at who she came from. A great couple, right? Because a lot of times black people, especially black women, love to say, you know, oh, black men, they marry out, they don't this, they don't that, and just so happens two of the families were both married, beautiful kids. Look at this beautiful family, right? They left this man to raise these three beautiful children by himself. And his wife was like the shit. Everybody loved his wife. You know, she was involved in a lot of things with the community. Like she was a real good woman. What you call her? That the way they describe her, she was a Proverbs 31 woman. That one. Always busy, helping out in the community. Look at how she's dressed, bro. Classy, cleavage not all out, long skirt, you know, like look how cute these kids are, man. So they got a 7-year old, a 4-year old, and a 1-year old. And this poor guy got to raise them by himself now, man. That's a sad, sad story. Out of all the women in the world, this nigga could have popped. He popped two of the good ones. Two of the good ones, right? He could have popped a couple of these raggedy bitches. Where they at? Where the raggedy bitches at? I got to think of raggedy bitches. Here we go. Could have popped one of these raggedy hoes right here. Look at this motherfucker. What is wrong with her damn titties? Look at this goddamn old ass mop on a motherfucking head. This other hating ass nigga right here. These bitches who conspired that got the old boy fired. Right? Ratchet ass hoes. But instead, this nigga just like really got rid of two good black women. And for me to say that, they have to really be betrayed as good for me to say that. But I don't fuck with these bitches like that. right? But then again, I said 35 and down, right? I don't know how old the one on this side is, but I know this lady, she's not 35. She might be like, in her 50s. This woman here, she might be like around 40 something, maybe 41, 39, something like that. It's sad, man. And these men, they genuinely look happy. Like, you know how some people, they take pictures and they be fronting on their happiness? Like, they genuinely look happy with each other. This fucking sucks balls, dog. Look at the rest of these knuckleheads here. And you know what I'm getting sick and tired of seeing? You see this shit on the forehead, this fake, they done taking this baby hair shit. It's like that when you draw a picture and shit. And, and this is the part that they draw on their fucking head right here. I hate this shit. This stupid ass baby hairs coming across both of the fucking eyebrows. I hate that shit, man.
It's not. Marriage holds weight.
I can even see where her motherfucking lace front is at. You see this shit? You see that? Right there. The little half moon right there. I hate this shit.
Marriage has purpose. Marriage is important. And despite popular opinion and what is being pushed to us, marriage is not bad.
This bitch is bugging. What? Come on, dog. Who you talking to?
In 2024, I'm going to need the black community to stop.
Look at the lips on this one. Here we go with that stupid ass. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Trying to downplay marriage. Marriage is not just a piece of paper, and you guys should be looking for a lifelong partner. But what I'm saying is that there is so much favor in being married. If you look around at other backgrounds and other cultural existences and you see these other ethnicities, they are getting married. These are mandatory things that happen because even God knows that a covenant between him and your partner and you is so much a favor.
Listen, this is another myth. Let's bust this fucking myth. She talk about marriage and God, right? God and the court system, the state, are two different motherfucking things, right? There was no signed contract back in the days where you know what I'm saying, y'all got a divorce because there is not supposed to be divorce. So we can just myth bust that bullshit right now. First of all, you ain't even supposed to be getting divorced. That's one. Two, it wasn't no give. You going, all right, man. You gonna give her. You got 40 lambs. You gonna give her 20. You know what I'm saying? You got a well. She could come to the well and get water whenever the fuck. It was none of that shit, nigga. There was no divorce. Marriage was just a union, nigga. Back in slavery days, they jumped the broom. What the fuck you talking about? Stop it. Stop it. Stop lying.
I don't know about y'all, but I would feel so much more just okay knowing that I'm married and I can give this man kids. I have his last name. We have assets. We don't have liability.
Bro, they gonna get somebody. They gonna con somebody out into this shit. They gonna con somebody. They ain't like their mammy or their grandmammy. Once they get into argument number 30, nigga, they out. Dead ass. The 30th argument, this bitch is like, ooh, we argue over one more thing. Ooh, I made this nigga lunch for work and he ain't take it. That's it. He's disrespecting me. He don't respect me. He don't eat the Don't fall for it. I'm telling you, you're gonna regret it. I'm telling you, you're gonna regret it, man. You're gonna be like, damn. Who about to regret it? Damn, there's somebody right now, they about to get motherfucking divorced. They lose all their shit. Niggas get yo, if I was a millionaire, dog, I would be so pissed if I gotta give a bitch $40 million. Like, what happens if you say no? That's a good question. What happens if you say I ain't giving a shit? What happens if you don't give it? Let me Google that quick. They put you in jail? Oh shit. What happens if the respondent does not pay the order? The petitioner may file a violation petition asking the court to take action against the respondent who fails to pay a support order. The petition must be served upon delivered to the respondent. Okay, got to be delivered to you. So, like, what happened if you just dip? What happened if you go to Bali like Russell Simmons or some shit? Like, yo, bitch, fuck you, I'm out. Let's see. Oh, damn, dog. They be doing niggas dirty. Look at this bullshit. You see the bullshit bitches get you tied up into, man. Marrying their ass and shit. What happens if you do not pay the order, the petition? All right, they're gonna file a shit, right? Then they say they got to see it. They have a hearing to decide whether you violated the court order. Then the support magistrate may enforce the order by directing SCU to take payments directly from the respondent's paycheck. Order the respondent to pay a lump sum toward back monies owed, or take other steps to collect the money owed. A respondent who falls behind the payments also risk having his or her driver's license or professional and business licenses suspended, bank account seized, passport revoked, tax. Oh man. Okay, this says child support. If the respondent is found to willfully and voluntarily fail to pay child support, he or she may be jailed for up to 6 months. They gonna kidnap you, dog. All right, but this is child support. I'm not talking about child support. Here we go. All right. Alimony toward award is a court order, meaning someone who willingly disobeys that order could be held in contempt of court. They could lock you up. So if your ex is refusing to pay spousal support, you have the option of filing a motion, written legal request asking the judge to find your ex in contempt. Wow. Oh shit, hold up. This bitch says, well, honestly, I don't think there are consequences. I'm 2 years post divorce. My ex husband has failed to pay his court ordered support on time since day one. He has skipped payments. He is in arrears. He ignored the wage garnishment for a while. Then, when the court order figured that out, he left that job and started working as a contractor at a new position that pays more. He never told the court nor his ex, me, that he got a new job paying more. In fact, he lied to the court and said he's still at the same previous employer. Ah, all this time later, nobody cares. The court doesn't enforce lawyers. You might think they can help, but nobody cares. For me to tackle this beast, I'd have to pay a retainer to take him back to court to get money owed that he was ordered to pay in the first place. You would think the state would be frustrated with these men. I have 6 kids. I homeschooled them all. I'm self-employed, making 1/6 of what my ex makes. He's ordered to pay half homeschool each month, medical, dental, and support, $900 a month. He does not pay support. He does not pay medical. He doesn't and hasn't paid any of their homeschool because I am an S corp ineligible for food stamps. The state pays for 3 of the 6 kids to have insurance. That's it. Yet nothing happens. Many people will answer and say men can't get out of paying, especially if it's court order. Yes, they can, because just because they're ordered to pay doesn't mean that they actually do. All you have to do is go on YouTube and see video after video of how to get out of paying support, how to bypass garnishment, how to fuck your ex-wife. Nice. The last one's pure sarcasm, but I'll be honest. Child support is for children. Many blah blah blah. Women need to look for themselves too, because when it's all said and blah 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 blah. Hmm. Okay, failure to pay alimony. Let's see. God damn, why that shit so bright? If you're divorced, your ex-spouse is in court order to pay you spousal support, it's likely that you depend on that income to help pay for your living expenses. What recourse? In most cases, you can file a motion with the court, making future payments. Hmm. All right, contempt of court. By not paying the alimony as ordered, your ex-spouse may be held in contempt. This requires filing a motion in court. At the hearing, the court will hear evidence as to why your ex-spouse should be held in contempt. If the judge agrees, an order may be issued that includes additional fines, jail time, your attorney fees, and other sanctions. Man, don't marry these bitches, dog. Don't marry these motherfuckers, dog. Get that, get that, what that shit called? Get that domestic partnership, dog. Don't marry them. Now, for those of you who don't know what a domestic partnership is, y'all know I'm gonna show you. There we go. Perfect. Show you right now. All right. This is domestic partnership.
It seems around Valentine's Day each year, we receive more and more calls about marriage. In New York, married couples, major difference, maintenance. In New York, married couples are obligated to provide maintenance.
Married couples, you got to pay.
That is, the moneyed spouse is to provide maintenance for the non-moneyed spouse. The duration and the amount vary from case to case and are subject to statute and case law. That is a requirement for married couples.
Now, I just want to reinforce what Joe said, because unmarried couples are not entitled to any type of maintenance whatsoever.
Any type of maintenance. Bitch, you gets nada. Get nada from us. Right? Remember that?
As he indicated, but I often run across clients who come to me and say, wait a minute, I have a domestic partnership. I've been with my partner for the last 22 years. We're domestic partners. We registered even as domestic partners, and I am entitled to rights as a result. And I unfortunately have to tell them, no, you're not entitled to any of those rights.
You ain't entitled to shit. The motherfuckers that was paying that 165 mil, 80 mil, 1.3 billion. None of that shit, though. They get none of that.
A domestic partnership really only signifies that you are a couple living together, for the most part, for health insurance rights and things along those lines.
Second big inquiry is retirement accounts. And what we're talking about here is 401, IRA, pension accounts.
Right? Pension accounts. Right? So that's these dudes here. Yeah. That's these dudes. City workers. Right? City workers, if you're married 10 years, after 10 years of marriage, she is entitled to half of your pension, right? And your Social Security.
If you're married under the state of New York, in the state of New York, you're entitled to a marital portion of the retirement account. And specifically what we're talking about is from the date of marriage until the date someone commences a matrimonial action, that appreciation, that rise in those accounts is subject to distribution. And typically a spouse will get 50% of the appreciation for that period of time if they're married in the state of New York.
However, if you're not married, despite the fact that you might be living together, you are not entitled to any portion of your partner's pension or retirement account as a result of being his or her partner. It just doesn't work that way. So it's always voluntary. One person can always leave.
All right? You can't get it. Now, what about property? Separate property, as long as you don't put her fucking name on it. Social Security.
I often get questions about Social Security and Social Security benefits that accrue during the marriage. And so if the parties are married for 10 years or more before the action for divorce commences, yes, there are certain Social Security benefits that a spouse after divorce would be able to obtain from the titled spouse's Social Security account. But there are also other Social Security issues that are at play here for married couples and for partners living together.
Yeah, now if you're not married, you are not entitled to any part of your partner's Social Security benefits, unlike a married couple who would be entitled to share in Social Security benefits, or who would be entitled to Social Security benefits for his or her spouse. Partners are not entitled to that. Also, if you are raising children together and you're not married, you cannot receive any kind of survivor benefits as a result of surviving your partner or having a minor child who survives your partner as well. There is one very, very interesting update, though, that we do have to present to you. Just last week, a case came down with respect to Social Security. That case provided.
All right. So you see that, right? Let me see. There is. Damn. Ah, I can't pull it up now, but I had one. Wait, let me see something. I had one thing where I had one link that showed how much motherfuckers made. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Say you. That was today. No. Damn. Nah. I don't got it. All right. Damn. I thought I had that shit too. Yeah. So they could get half your shit, dog, and all that shit ain't worth it, man. I don't care what these little hussies saying. You know that shit. If these fellas got a father or uncle or somebody that know what they talking about around them with a male figure, they ain't gonna fall for this bullshit.
abilities, but we have assets. And I want y'all to have that same mindset, because that's the reason why God gave us marriage. You cannot do this life thing alone. Like, God is going to give you people to do it with. This year, please.
We often talk about generational wealth within the Black community, but you have to have a generation to pass that wealth down to.
Yeah.
A part of maintaining generational wealth is the ability to responsibly.
Listen, man, fuck that, man. Women will destroy your generational wealth, dog. Now, it it probably sounds like I am anti-marriage, uh, but I'm a male advocate, bro. You know, male advocate, child advocate. You know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing men get fucked over. We've been getting fucked over for decades. You know what I'm saying? In the 16, 1700s, women were straight prostitutes. Yeah, they were straight prostitutes, dog. I don't know how they went from being prostitutes to niggas getting down on a knee, looking up to them like, "Will you marry me?" How the fuck did that happen? There was this guy, Desiderius Erasmus. Desiderius Erasmus. He was a humanism. He practiced humanism, and he came along. He said, "Yo, you know what, man? We're gonna have to give these bitches some morals, right?" He wanted the improvement of all humans. That's what humanism is, right? So he's like, "Yo, all these bitches is hoes." They're like, "Yeah, they all hoes, dog." He said, "Nah, we can't have that, man." He said, "We're gonna educate these bitches, and we're gonna give them marriage as an alternative to being a hoe." You ever wonder where that term, "you can't turn a hoe into a housewife"? You ever wonder where that came from? Came from then, 1700s. Even though they were getting killed, they were dying from all kinds of diseases and funk pussy problems and all that shit. They had no clinics back then. Yeah, there was no penicillin. You can't go over here and take a pill. And it was none of that shit, dog. They would catch some shit and they fucking kudakata, and that's it. And they were getting beat up, ping pong, you know what I'm saying, by Johns and shit like that. Yo, they would rather prostitute than do domestic work. They would rather prostitute than do manual labor. They ain't wanna do that shit. It was easier for them to hang out in the fucking streets, in the fucking gully, and wait for the fucking soldiers to come back from war and suck cock in the fucking bar. That's what they wanted to do. It was easier for them. That shit's crazy. But yo, whoever watched, thank you for watching. We have 3 people. That's dope. It is 4:28 a.m. Sun about to be coming up in a little bit. And I will holler at you on the next one. Stay safe. Keep your money in your pocket. Like them a lot, but don't love them. All right, holler at y'all later.